Hello my dear children, how are you all? Hope you all are fine over there. In the previous session, we have completed our lesson magnetism, magnetic effects of electric current. Today we are going to start our new lesson, chapter 10, light. And we need to discuss about reflection and refraction phenomena of light in this chapter. Today, let's discuss some fundamentals of reflection. So let's get started with today's session. Children, as we discussed in our introductory video, we are going to discuss about light. We see a variety of objects in the world around us. However, we are unable to see anything in a dark room. But on lighting up the room, things become visible. What makes these things visible? Yes, it's light. So, light is a source of energy or form of energy which gives us the sensation of sight. During the day, the sunlight helps us to see objects. And how we are able to see these objects? Have you ever thought of it? Yes, it's just because of reflection. An object reflects light that falls on it. This reflected light, when received by our eyes, enables us to see things. So consider the simple example. Here we have a light source. It can be a bulb or candle or anything. Here you have that object. Let it be a ball. Light from this light source falls on the object and is reflected back. This reflected light is received by our eyes. Thus, we are able to see this ball. And this is the path of light. The path of light is known as ray of light. And you might have studied in your lower classes, light always travels along a straight line path. There are a number of common wonderful phenomena associated with light, such as image formation by mirrors, twinkling of stars, beautiful colors of a rainbow, bending of light by medium, and so on. A study of the properties of this light helps us to explore them. Okay, just look at these wonderful pictures. This is the beautiful examples for reflection of light that can be cited from nature itself. This mountain is reflected here. We can see image of this mountain on water. Here also we can see image of this mountains on water. So all these are beautiful examples for reflection of light that can be cited from nature. Next, let's discuss about reflection of light. A highly polished surface such as mirror reflects most of the light falling on it. And you are already familiar with the laws of reflection of light. So before discussing about the laws of reflection, we can just define reflection of light. So what is reflection of light? It is the bouncing back of a ray of light when it strikes the boundary between different media through which it can't pass. Suppose you throw a ball towards a wall. What happens to that ball? It is bounced back. So that wall forms a boundary there. And whenever light falls on a mirror, it is reflected back. So our mirror forms a boundary there. And this boundary always separates between two media. Okay, so what is reflection of light? It is the bouncing back of a ray of light when it strikes the boundary between different media through which it cannot pass. The light cannot pass through that boundary. That's why it is reflected back. Now, we can discuss about the laws of reflection of light. You are familiar with that laws. Children, based on this figure, we can state the laws of reflection of light. Here, the red color ray represents the incident ray because it is falling or incident on the mirror. As soon as the ray falls on the mirror, it is reflected back and the reflected ray is denoted by or represented by this green color line or green color ray. Now, normal is always drawn perpendicular to the surface. And you can see two angles here, I and R. I is the angle of incidence, R is the angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is the angle between normal and the incident ray. Angle of reflection is the angle between normal and the reflected ray. And from the figure it is very clear, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Okay, so that is our first law. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. And what will be the second law? The incident ray, normal, reflected ray all lie on the same plane, which is also very clear from the figure. So these are the laws of reflection. Next, let's discuss about spherical mirrors. So what do you mean by a spherical mirror? Just imagine a football which is made of mirror. So that football can reflect. Okay. And if you cut that football into two equal halves, you will get two curves like this. If this is a football and if you cut this football into two equal halves, you will get two portions like this. This portion is a part of that sphere. This portion is also a part of that same sphere. And both the portions will reflect. So both will act like mirrors. And these are spherical mirrors. So mirror which is spherical in shape, a part of reflective surface which is in the form of a sphere. Okay, that is spherical mirror, a part of reflective surface which is in the form of a sphere. Now, we have two types of spherical mirrors which is shown here. One is concave mirror. So what do you mean by a concave mirror? A spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inwards. Here you can see this blue shaded part. This blue shaded part is the reflecting surface of the mirror, and that reflecting surface is curved inwards. So such type of spherical mirror is known as concave mirror. And one more type is there, that is convex mirror. Convex mirror is a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved outwards. Here you can see this blue shaded portion represents the reflecting surface, and the reflecting surface in this case is curved outwards or bulged outwards. Okay, so this type of mirror whose reflecting surface is curved outwards is known as convex mirror, and this type of mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inwards is known as concave mirror. Okay, here again you can see the same convex mirror and the concave mirror. In the case of convex mirror, the reflecting surface is bulged outwards, but here in the case of concave mirror, the reflecting surface is curved inwards. So what is the difference? In the case of convex mirror, the reflecting surface is outward. In the case of concave mirror, the reflecting surface is inwards in the interior of the mirror. Okay. Again, this also represents a concave and convex mirror. So what is concave mirror? Here, this hard surface is not a reflecting one. The reflecting surface is inwards, curved inwards. Okay, so this is concave mirror, and this is a convex mirror. Why? Because the reflecting surface is bulged outwards. Reflecting surface is present outwards. Okay, so this is the convex mirror, and here the reflecting surface is present in the interior side. So this is the concave mirror. Usually a concave mirror can be represented like this, and a convex mirror can be represented like this. Okay.